You're about to find out what the hottest sports cards are over the course of the last 7 days. Welcome, everybody. I'm Coach Co, and we are here with Sports Cards Pro, the data tracking tool that is going to give you the step up from your competitors in terms of buying and selling sports cards. Team, we are going to jump onto the Sports Cards Pro app so that we can dive into the hottest sports cards over the course of the last 7 days. We're going into the tools feature. We're going to go into sales volume data. Now, before we do this, please keep in mind that this is a premium feature. For $6 a month, you get access to every single one of these features over here. I'm going to give this to you absolutely for free today, just by tuning into this video. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because we release videos like this every single week. So why would you not get free information? Team, the list for basketball looks pretty standard. Actually, volume is quite down in terms of basketball. Usually you'll see at least one card with at least 100 sales over the course of the last 7 days, but you don't see that right now. We're going to go into Michael Jordan's number 65. Actually, you know what? We're going into the Jamal Murray. This is pretty interesting. Jamal Murray, this is his Donruss Optic rookie card from 2016, 2017. Jamal Murray Optic. As you can see, it is on a bit of a run. Back in December, it was $3.50. He was, of course, injured. Now the Denver Nuggets are in the finals, and it is $12.14 for the Raw. It is approaching all-time high territory. A PSA 10 goes for about $75. Now, if you get a 9 or 9.5, unfortunately, you're just not going to make your money back. So if you're buying this card, probably off buying it raw, perhaps finding some color. But I mean, if they win, this guy is the pride of Canada. He's had a crucial role in their run. So who knows where this card's prices go. Next up on the list, we've got baseball, and we've got James Outman close to the top. Pretty cool, actually. We're going to jump over here. This is his Bowman paper rookie, number 13. As you can see, this is the first time that it's been selling, $1.82. PSA 10 somehow already present in the market for $39. He has been hot out the gate for the Dodgers. I believe he's got 10 home runs to date. Definitely not a guy that a lot of people look to chase. I think this is his first ever rookie. So a guy that really has taken advantage of his opportunity. So that's why you're going to see that volume up. You see the volume at 65. Again, Ken Griffey's at 143. This is just a normal thing for Ken Griffey to be tops this list. Shohei Ohtani, current MVP favorite, at number 2 here, my friends. Next up on this list, we've got football. And we've got the usual suspects at the top, a.k.a. Brock Purdy. I mean, I guess Kenny Pickett's dipped off a little bit. You do see some Dan Marino, which I love to see. Some John Elway near the top. We are going to go into this Joe Montana 1981 tops, 39 for the sales volume. Ungraded price going for about $88. This is a guy with pedigree. This is a guy that has accolades. This is a guy that makes sense why his prices are the way that they are. Now, that being said, ungraded copies were going for about $185 back in February 2021. Obviously, the market is completely different since then. And in fact, the card prices have pretty much just continued to go down since. Not to say that he's not valuable. Not to say that this isn't a much better play than perhaps a Trevor Lawrence rookie, which, I mean, I personally think. But that being said, if you buy this card raw, $88, it gets a 7, you're in the money. Anything over 7 looks like you're good. There are 6,317 sevens on the market, only 110 PSA 10s, and that is why the cost of a PSA 10 is $63,000. Even if you get a 9.5, you're looking at about $7K. A 9, almost $1,500. So a lot of upside for a card like this. Also, I love to see guys with notoriety tops of the list. I mean, it makes more sense to me than ultra modern players selling for ridiculous amounts based strictly on speculation. But always buy what you like. Doesn't matter what I say or what my opinion is, quite frankly. That's what this hobby is all about, buying what you like. Team hockey is next up on the list, and Matthew Tkachuk, number 2 on this list, and for good reason. I actually sold some of my Matthew Tkachuk at the beginning of the playoffs. Kind of kicking myself in the butt right now, but it is what it is. 27 sales volume. This card is at $52.35. We're going to jump into it and look at this. This is the kind of graph you like seeing. You know that? Look at that. So 2021, back in September, he was playing for Calgary. It's $19, $16. He gets traded. even November 2022. Now he's on the Florida Panthers. Really a team that doesn't get a lot of love when it comes to hockey card collecting, and his prices have doubled since then. He is arguably the MVP of this team. It's probably between him and Sergei Bobrovsky. There are currently 759 PSA 10s on the market, and those are doing about $190. So buying this card raw, if it gets a 10, I mean, you're pretty much doubling your money. So it makes a lot of sense. Conn Smythe favorite right now, and just a good player, to be honest. So very, very, very cool to see players. I mean, and we've talked about this before. As players start to do things and as their careers start to become cemented, or, you know, perhaps they're in line to win an award, you're going to see the volume increase. You're going to see prices increase sometimes, especially if it's a player that not a lot of people anticipated being in that position in the first place. Lionel Messi is absolutely dominating this list. We have his 2022 Prism World Cup card, 2014 Prism World Cup card, and then we have Donruss Net Marvels. Pretty cool looking card over here. As you can see, this card came out back in April in the new Donruss 2022 set. And they were going for about $5.50. After a month, they're down about $3.83. This also tends to happen when it comes to new products. The prices at the early on, they just, for a lot of them, are not sustainable. People are irrational when things first come out. They feel like there's never going to be another opportunity to own something like this. Some people get off on the fact that they want to be the first to own something like this. So just try not to fall victim to a trap like that, unless it is something that is super short printed. And even then, I would probably say that you might have a second opportunity to own something like that. So down, I don't know what, 40%. PSA 10s somehow, again, already exist. I dumbfathom every time this stuff like this happens. $45. So theoretically, it could be worth the price of buying raw and grading. I don't know how long that's going to last as the population reports continue to increase. So keep that in mind as well. The more they become available on the market, the less the price of those becomes. Generally speaking, it's basic supply and demand. All right, team. So just because this is the price for PSA 10 now, maybe by the time you get one back, now all of a sudden they're $25, and now you can barely cover the cost of grading and buying the card raw. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but that's why if you buy what you like, you never have to worry about stuff like this. UFC is next on the list. Hasbulla still dominating this list. We're going to go for this Hasbulla undercard. Now, this card is going for about $14.70. $97.91 for a PSA 10. So if you manage to buy one of these clean and raw, grade it, you're still in the money. As I just said, though, as more of these become available, the prices start to change. Also, you're banking on a PSA 10, which is kind of dangerous because a 9 nets you $32. So you barely be breaking even, if at all. But once again, Hasbulla is the biggest chase in this product, so pretty interesting to see, and I want to see how long that lasts. Wrestling is final one up in this list. We have Blaster Box at the top, pretty standard hobby box. Hulk Hogan Silver, fan favorite. It's also a great pose of Hulk Hogan, so that's probably why people are gravitating towards this card. It's a classic Hulk Hogan pose. Also, we match. We're both wearing yellow. Ungraded copies, $3.31. PSA 10s, $50.64. If you enjoy this card, buy it. If you do not, stay away from it. Team, as always, like I said, I want you to buy what you like. I'm here to provide you with the information to show you what the sales volumes are, what people are looking for, and that's going to help you in terms of buying and selling. You know what to list, you know what to bring with you to a local card show or a card shop or a trade night. It's just information to help you get ahead of the game when it comes to buying and selling. And really, if you are moving some pieces around in your collection, to get the most out of them. Team, as always, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the hottest sports cards of the week. If you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, comment, share this with a friend who wants free information that otherwise would cost money. Duh. Team, if you haven't already checked out the giveaway on this channel, I would highly suggest you do that as well, because we are giving away a free hobby box of 2022 Panini Crown Royal Basketball. All you got to do is check out that video in order to figure out what the terms and conditions are. It's very easy, by the way. For now, I love you guys. I want you to have a wonderful rest of the day. Sports Cards Pro and Coach Co are out of here. Peace.